friends, this is Bijou Baker. I'm Maria. Don't mind this. Today I'm restocking my pantry. I'm filling up my flour, my sugar, making new cake flour. There's a video below on how to make your own cake flour. I've just made a bunch of brown sugar. There's a video below on how to make your own brown sugar. All these things that I'm filling up because I go through them a lot. I buy them flour and sugar by 25 or 50 pound bags, and then just keep them in my containers and refill them as I need to. So that's what today is. And in the middle of doing that, I'm cleaning and I'm realizing it's like, oh, I need to refill my vanilla. I went down my list of videos to look for the video on how to make my own vanilla, and it's gone. There are a few of my videos that are gone, so I'll do it again because it's pretty cool. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make vanilla. Now, I'm a bit eccentric when it comes to vanilla. That's not a lie. But man, is it ever amazing. So what I use is a good quality bourbon and vanilla beans, and that's it. And I make the whole bottle. This is Bullet. This is a good bourbon by itself. But when I'm done with it, this whole bottle, this is how much I use. So I'm going to show you how to make it. I let it sit for a year. I know. Yeah, I go in, I move it once a month, or usually to get it out of the way, and then I just shake it while I'm there. And I let it sit. And I keep the vanilla beans. These vanilla beans are old, but they still have the tar, is what they call it, the paste inside. So when I need a vanilla bean, I'll take one out and I'll take out that the paste from inside, and it has been cooking in the bourbon for a while. So you don't have to let it I just went brain dead. You don't need to keep it in that long, but I don't like to taste the bourbon when I want to taste vanilla. So the longer it sets, the better it cures, and then the bourbon, you don't taste the bourbon at all. It's just this really rich vanilla. You can use vodka. I have a vodka curing in there. I forget about it. Just because I like the flavors of the bourbon. You don't taste bourbon. By the time you're using it, you're not tasting bourbon. But especially at Christmas time, or when you want a lot of really earthy tones, the bourbon is the way to go. So let me show you how to do it. It's so darn easy. Okay, let me talk to you about the vanilla beans. For this bottle, this is a 1.75 liter. It's a lot, but I use it that much. Plus, I buy these really cute little 8-ounce containers, bottles, and fill them, and they're great gifts. I usually give them to my family and friends at Thanksgiving so that they can use them for their Christmas baking. But all year long, I'm telling you, this is what you want to use instead of that imitation, because the flavor is so different. So these are Madagascar vanilla. So why those? I picked them up on Amazon. I think I'll just, and I don't like the flavor of vanilla candles and stuff like that, but this is good. So Madagascar vanilla, they're just a truer flavor to me. The Tahitian vanillas are a little lighter, so you can certainly use them. You're just going to need more. And the Mexican vanilla, that just has a lot more flavors, different flavors. It's good. If that's all I had, I'd use it. I wouldn't use nearly as much. But when you see me baking and you see me grab this bottle, I'm just tilting. That's because it's so good, and I really do go through a lot. So I've got about 30 vanilla beans. I know, I know, they're not cheap, but if you see them like this, they're just so skinny and dried out. And by the time you're using them, and here, my jar's dirty, my hands got messy on it, but I don't know, can you see? Well, let me see. Can you see how plump they are behind that dirty jar? I'm gonna have to clean that. But they're the same vanillas. So there's a lot of liquid, a lot of bourbon in those beans. So when I do cut it out, there's a lot of paste in it. So that's kind of cool. And then I'm just going to cut off the tops and bottoms, and I'm using everything. So they come like this, sealed and tight, airtight. So let me just show you. I don't throw anything away. All right. I cut these off primarily because I want this open end. I'm going to cut them again on this end. So I'm going to cut them in half after this. And like I said, the reason I'm doing that is because I want the open ends to release all that beautiful flavor. So here, they get cut again. Let's see. So it's flat. There's not much there. You can see some of the paste in it. I guess I'm not going to get a good angle. My camera's not going to like this close up. Okay. But all of this goes inside this whole container. So this comes off because I don't need it. And then away it goes. And yeah, that is a lot of vanilla beans, but that's a lot of bourbon. So once this starts to go down, I'm going to be left with the beans. Oh, look how full it got. I guess I better drink some. That's funny. I wasn't even paying attention. That's all right. That's it. Are you seeing this? I'm not even paying attention to what you're looking at. Okay, and all those pieces that I cut off, those are going in too. They really are going in. It can be strained later if you need it. And like I said, like a year from now, when I take it and I put it in my backup, so to speak, I can just get more bourbon and put it in and leave it. Okay, I'll finish this later. You get the idea. Okay, so this sits in a cupboard. I keep it in my pantry, and just every once a month I'll just go and I'll shake it, move them around, and put it back. I leave it alone. I forget about it. I have two others. This is one that I've been using, and you can see, let me show you the difference in the color. It's amazing, right? This is so much darker. This has been sitting for a year. I put a sticker on it to tell me what month I started, because I have this one. I have another full one with the date that's probably, I think that's about a year old now. This will last for years in your cupboard, so don't worry about it going bad. Covered like this in a dark place, you're set for a while. I bake more than the average Joe, so yours, and you don't have to get a bottle this size. Use whatever bottle you want to try. Just figure out how many beans per bottle size you're using. It's about, let's say, 6 beans for about 2 cups. Bourbon is my preference. Vodka might be yours. And like I said, you don't taste the alcohol. And especially when you're baking, the alcohol is going to burn out. So you're not going to have to worry about it tasting like bourbon. So this is so dark and rich. So now I need to fill up and clean this. And I'll be ready to bake. You can see how rich it is. On the left, you can't even see the beans. They're in there. You just can't see them. A year from now, that's exactly how the right one's going to look. Like I say, when I need vanilla beans, I pull them straight from here. That smell. Ta-da! One of my favorite looks. This bottle is so dirty. I should be embarrassed. I probably will be by the time you watch this, but right now, I'm in the process of cleaning, so. Okay, it's clean. She's pretty again. You guys, don't judge me. I use this all the time. So go make some. Now I gotta get back to filling my other stuff and getting those things made. That's okay. I do this because I love to bake. Ave, right? Ave. All right, my friends. Until next time, happy baking. Ah, that was fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe.